What's up, everybody? My name is Paul. I'm Luke.
And I'm Charlie, and you're on my channel, so you should know that. This is August Q&A, and I'm filming with these guys. Who are you?
We're TwinSauce, and we're daily vloggers from Kansas City, Missouri.
I've met them at VidCon, and I've absolutely loved their attitudes. They're just so fun to hang out with. So I thought I'd ask them to film this Q&A with me, and the topic is positivity, because you guys are very positive guys.
we like to think so.
So we've tweeted out for some questions, we've had a bunch of great ones through, so it seems like positivity is a topic that lots of people like to talk about. So let's go through some. So Hannah says, do you find yourself being positive for you, or being positive to benefit the people around you?
That is real hard. I mean,
I think it comes very naturally for me, specifically. Like, I will be... Okay, I worked at Starbucks, so I would get up really early in the morning to open, like, 3:30, 4 a.m., get to work, and I just saw people, and I just lit up. So it wasn't even like the fact that I was doing it for them, but it was because I just got excited about life because someone else was doing it with me. I don't know if that answers the question really.
Paul, you just feed on other people, and the positivity flows from you feeding on other people. So it's like your reaction to being with people. I have to kind of like think about it. Like I tend to be a little more on the, I like to say the realism spectrum. So I like to think about things like... I'm the same, I think.
I sometimes have to catch myself and think like, when you can start to see things negatively, I have to catch myself and be like, no, let's look at this from the bright side. Let's make this into a good thing and project that onto the world rather than the negativity.
And I think I just look at things like all the time through like a very big lens, like a glasses that just only see positive things. Which, like, I saw a panel yesterday that Tessa Violet did about like depression and anxiety and social things, and I see that and I'm just like, I don't know how that works, because
that's like not something you relate to.
Right, because all I see is positivity. And then they were talking about how they don't like people who only see the silver lining, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna leave now.
So related to that, Samara has asked, how do you get over anxiety and the sad feelings that stop your productivity? So it sounds like you don't feel that.
Well, I get really, something that stifles my productivity is anxiety, but also like laziness. So like I get anxious, or like I'll make a video. I remember I made a video a long time ago about anxiety, and it actually did really well, and a lot of people were relating to it, and it was good, but to put it out was so scary because it was so vulnerable. But at the same time, like I was too lazy to refilm it because I thought maybe it was bad, and like I was like, well, whatever. And then Paul just kind of posted it. So I did the editing, and I was just like, I'm done.
Yeah. So maybe our advice here is to have some support. Have someone around you who can help bring out that positive
and also
spirit.
see the positive, because that's especially with the anxiety and even like laziness too. To have accountability on any spectrum is so good, and to be able to talk about your anxiety and talk about your feelings of negativity or whatever it is, or laziness, to have that accountability really does help.
The question talked about how do you get over that slump? And I think for me, like, I do, like, socially, I'm a very social person. I love people. I love being around people. But there is a point, like here at VidCon, when I'll see someone that looks lonely, or someone that looks like they're having a good time, and I just want to go talk to them. There's that point, that pinnacle that I could let derive my life of anxiety. Like I could let it like determine what I do, not like by not talking to them, and I could let that happen. But then I make a conscious choice not to let that bother me. And sometimes that's an ego thing. I think for me, I'm like, oh, everyone expects me to be very social, so I have to be that way. But at the same, on the other spectrum, I feel like that's something that I've seen the benefits from, and then I'm like, I don't need to do it for other people. I just need to do it because I love being friendly to other people and making other people feel welcome within.
That's cool
stuff.
I like the idea that positivity is a choice.
Yeah.
That you can choose to see the world that way. Next question comes from Jensen, and they say, who are your favorite positive YouTubers to watch? So who do you watch that you feel like brings a positive light to the world? I feel like now I'm going to say you guys. But also Casey Neistat, I'm going to say him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I really love his attitude, the way he works hard, and he seems always happy about life.
And his work ethic, like he doesn't, he chooses not to just dwell on the very negative parts of his work, and he chooses to let life live positively through his work.
Yeah.
He always is talking about choosing positive and like choosing that mindset too.
Yeah.
And he's like, seems very real. Like it's not like, oh yeah, whatever, it's just
sunshine, rainbows.
Yeah. But it's like, this is happening. but we can push through it or whatever it can be.
And that's what I've done. Like on my channel, or on our channel when we've been vlogging. Sometimes I'll just step away from the camera, leave it on like a tripod, and just talk to them and be like, guys, I'm feeling lonely right now, or I'm feeling something. But these are the choices I'm making to make that better, or to move on, because I don't want people to see me as a fake person.
Yeah.
Because it does look fake when that's all you know about me.
Yeah, true.
You know, that positive light, because life isn't always rainbows and buttercups. It's not always that at all.
But I also really like watching people like, I think Tessa Violet's someone who's influenced a lot of what we do, and especially in our early days of YouTube. And she was so like positive and crazy and just just phenomenal. And then she kind of dropped off the face of the earth, but it was still like anything she posted was still so like influential and like positive, and even though it was real, like she would talk about anxiety and she would talk about things that were hurting and struggling and going through counseling, but it was still like to help you. Like, here's what I've gone through, but maybe it'll help you get through whatever you're
So our very long list of Casey Neistat and Tessa Violet are done.
Ivana has said, what is the biggest threat to positivity when it comes to creating videos? For me, it's imposter syndrome. That I'll make something and feel like, okay, am I good enough to be doing this? Like, should this be coming from me, or should it be coming from people who are much more experts on this topic?
I feel like sometimes we talk about things we don't actually know about, and then we it kind of backfires. Or one time Paul was talking about something, and he was like, "It's like maybe I should look this up before." And then he was like, "Nah," and then he left that in the video, and people were like, "I really respect that you just like spit your opinion out there, even though you don't necessarily know much."
I didn't have a full researched opinion on the whole thing.
But yeah, I feel that.
Do you ever feel negative about your videos? Like,
Oh yeah.
And
Paul last night was like, "Oh, I hate this video," and then
It was the one that went up today.
The one, well, I mean, for you guys it'd be VidCon Day 2, and it was very much like he said, it's choppy, it's not a story, it doesn't
random,
flow well, it's random, there's lots of people, and as weird as that is, I saw it and I said, I see something totally different, and I didn't watch him edit it. I watched it after it was completed, so I wasn't involved in the editing.
You weren't as close to it.
Yeah, not as like invested.
And I think
in the
that's so
whole process.
important to have that perspective that steps away from it. And I do that with the videos a lot of days when it's like 4:30 in the morning and I'm like, I have to get up in 3 hours for work and I just need to be done, or I need to just stop today and let it be the art that it is. Some days I look back on those days and I'm like, this could have been a lot better, but look at this that went well. And
There was one of the days that Paul did a daily vlog, one of the beginning, and he didn't have a whole lot of footage, and he didn't feel very good about it. And he sat down at the end of the day and did some kind of talky vlog, like just whatever, just said talking about positivity. He was talking about positivity.
Whoa.
And
I remember.
And he said, and at the end of that, he closed it off like that, whatever, edited it, didn't like it, put it up anyway because it's a daily vlog.
We got crazy responses for that. I do remember that.
We got massive amounts of comments about people being like, this was so helpful, this is what I needed to hear today.
We got Facebook messages
so
that
don't
were
even
like
like
people
worry
going
about
through
it.
it.
Sometimes it's like really like...
So I think the answer to the question is that our own selves are the worst enemy of positivity videos.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all the time we have questions for today, but go check out these guys. Hopefully you've seen that they're good spirits to be around and to have in your subscription feed. So go subscribe to them.
And definitely, if you haven't already, subscribe to Charlie here. She's
thanks.
phenomenal.
I always forget to say that part.
I know. Whatever.
Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'll
Don't
see you
die.
next time.
Okay, bye.
That's your outro.
I just feel like I have to do it. Like.